Right. This has been sort of a week in the making, and we're going to do something we've not done before in terms of rank. We are going to be going through one of the games in the HCS Open Charlotte that I played a couple of weeks ago. And the players in this match were, the average MMR of this match was about 1750 or something if you checked up the ranks of the players on the other team. And I'm going to tell you right now, we got wrecked. The other team was much better than us. It was a big learning experience for us. And ultimately, it's going to help me make better content for the channel. So join me in this video. This 6-minute blitz that we got in learning how not to play Slayer at Onyx level, especially at high Onyx level. And I hope this, whether you're in Diamond, Platinum or Gold, or if you're wanting to compete in the HS as well, I hope this helps. Because watching this back made me really think about the things that I'm doing. Anyway, let's get into it. So full pre-made 4 stacks obviously on both teams. Callouts going to be all over the place. Lots of comms going on. I'm going to look purely at my own positioning and how I am creating space or losing space for my team. So the other team obviously, I'm on control by the way. The other team obviously has a practice startup. I'm pushing B. And straight away what I want to think is I have pushed up to B stairs. Where is my team? We've got someone who's pushed shotgun. We've got someone who's heading up on A. I am completely exposed to my left-hand side. I have not had enemies confirmed. So I have to be very careful here. I probably should have stood a bit more towards tires. And there we are, straight from the left-hand side. That guy has timed his push. As soon as I've been called onto the B stairs, he has pushed. We got a trade there. 2-3. And now I'm thinking, okay, they are on the C balcony side. Pushing up B. We're pinging and calling one shot. So now I'm being a bit more reserved. Throwing grenades in and just kind of chilling back. But what we can hear is that the enemy team's actually pushing alternative angle to us. They're pushing Cafe. They're pushing multiple fronts when they have the advantage when we have teammates dead. And now we have 3 on the field. And now they're pushing very aggressively because we have 3 on the field. Now we have 2 on the field. I should have held back there. You can see there that they've got 3 pushing down the backside of A, and they're essentially going around the map in a ring. And so because we know they're like up here somewhere, we're anticipating the fact that they're either going to come down towards us here, or what they might do is actually break off to C and cut us off because we've actually got people in Red Room and in Arcade. You can see that what we've got here is we've got a fast-paced rotational game where we're constantly trying to keep the enemy in a position while they're trying to keep us in a position where it's hard for us to regroup, to form a front, and to push them back. And they're doing a very good job at the minute, and it's only 5-8. So we're taking a fight here with a man down. They just ran straight into us. They got gods. We were a man down. They just went straight into us. They pushed the advantage, and high-ranked players know when and how to do it. And we're just running at them. So they're Paul's in a fight. He was up there. He spawned up there. He followed us. But you notice how they're constantly keeping some of our team dead? And then they're pushing us, and we're trying to create space here. We're all holding back at A, but what this is doing, kind of a lose-lose scenario for us, because what this is doing is it's giving them time to set up, and it's also allowing them to find out where we're not, so they can make a more informed setup. You can even see the guy here. He can go into PD and dip, but his teammates can push up mid, and they can push up behind us, and you can see that God's there. He's pinging enemies that are, well, Paul's pinging an enemy that's at an unknown location. Thanks, Halo Infinite. But you can see that they're constantly applying pressure to us in such a way that they're attacking us from multiple lanes, from multiple angles. And if we try to push up to attack one of them, someone else will cross us, so we can't do that. And they're doing a very good job. It's now 5-12. And we're even calling them out. Now we're trying to pinch them. There, you can see here, we attempted a pinch here onto the player in Cafe. But let's not forget, they had a player that was in caution. So if we attack that player, they can attack us. And this is exactly what they do. You can see that collapse there just on the death cam before. He gets one of us with a shotgun and then he backs off. And it's something that I always talk about on the channel a lot. High level play isn't necessarily a focus on better aim. High level play is a focus on controlled and very focused aggression. And this is what we're seeing in this game here. The other team is pushing up and synergizing very, very well, which shows that they played a lot together. And if you're running a 4-stack, this is something it takes a long time to get good at. You can see there, they're just going for the trade outs. Now we're 10 points behind. That guy was just waiting. You see that Paul's waiting back. Again, we're trying to get space. We're trying to form up as a team to get the team shot, but they're just boxing us in. And we're trying to push out and find a way, but we don't have any information because we're in sub. Managed to pick off one of them there, but then look, straight in, traded out. They used the rocket. So again, a trade. Again, we're now at 11 points behind. Obviously it goes without saying, you can go into a lot more detail with this. Like, as a team, we are actually doing a 4-man VoD review at the same time, so we have the videos where it's all 4 of our screens at the same time. It's probably not appropriate for the channel. I am going to do a video on that in the future, but we can't obviously do all of our videos on the channel. We need to practice and train and things like that. But it'd be nice to give you guys an idea of what goes into team VoD review, but for this, we're just looking at my own POV. We've got a guy there at top A. Straight away, they just call me out and I just get nuked. I just get rocket launched. And this is the thing with high-level comms. They come, they find the gap, they push the gap, they get what they need, and they get out. And that's what they're constantly doing to us. And if we get an advantage, they find the player. Even now, you can see I'm getting pushed in straight away. I've got a power position. They're not letting us have it. They're quick. They respond fast. They are not letting us get any advantages whatsoever. And I'm down again. And Gods is down again. And now Paul's trying to keep it low so we can spawn up. Paul was on the right here. I should have gone right instead of left. That was unfortunate. But I was on keyboard, I would have got that. You can tell my controller gameplay is not that great either. I mean, we are playing against Onyx 1750, 1800, but not where I want it to be at this point. I probably should have stayed on keyboard. The controller content is coming in Season 3, you can bet that. That was good. So there, that was an example of where we managed to get enough damage to make them lose a man. And this player, Jerky, he slid in thinking his teammate was alive, but he wasn't. So we got him. I should have been careful pushing here because I know they like to play together. So there's 2 on street, and straight away, they've got around us. Yeah, they got around us. This is another brilliant them. There's 2 guys over here. There's a guy behind me. I'm dead. There's nothing I can do. My teammates are there and there. Tom's dead. There's nothing I can do. So it's playing the crossfire. I don't want to get too out of war, but you know, they're setting us up to fail before we even get to those locations. They're moving in such a way that if we try to take a spot, they're already set up to cross us if we do it. And their movement around the map is incredibly efficient. Doing body flying onto the rockets there. Love the ragdoll physics in this game. Never get old. And the thing is, the comms from our team in this game are really good. We're calling out every enemy, the gun they have when needed, the health they're at when needed. It's just their positioning is just flat out better than ours. So I'm trying to hold a power position yet again, and I know someone's B, so I'm looking around. Tom's got the right hand side. As soon as I go to the left, the guy's there with a shotgun and the thruster. He's pushed into the bottom. Now we have to focus on him. And then straight away, they're going to try and trade me out. And you see, they take the initiative. When a teammate is under fire, they are relentlessly collapsing on the assailant. And in that case, it was me. So, and again, this is something you want to apply in ranked. If you are queuing with friends, if your friend gets in a fight, you heavy collapse on the person that is fighting them. And at the worst, you will get a trade. At the best, you will save them. And if the other team isn't positioning in a way that prevents you from doing that, you will be able to do it over and over and over. And you can see that in this game, it is now 19 to 36. We're now losing by 16, 17 even. They are locking spawns very well. They know where we're spawning. And then I said I realized in the game, during the match, I said they're locking in the spawns very well. They know where we're spawning and they're pushing us really hard. And they have that momentum and they're keeping it. And it takes a lot as a team to be able to break that momentum. And we're trying to use what we know to do it. We're trying to slow them down, allow our team to spawn up and get the cross. But they're pushing us in such a way that we're not able to do that. They're essentially brute forcing us. We're not having the opportunities we need. We're getting kills, but they're always trades in most cases. The rockets are up. Me and Paul are moving to secure it. This was nice for us. There was 2 of us. They're controlling the thrust very well as well. A few of these fights during this game for me have been against the thruster. Paul's on his own in tyres. God's on his own. We're trying to get crossfires, but now they're spawning back C. They're preventing us from moving around. See, I wanted to go to B stairs there and they stopped me. Very good positional awareness from that player there. And they're just holding out, and you can tell we're afraid. We should have pushed them. And now they're spawning behind us because my team's pushed up and I'm still at the back, so they've spawned behind me. So that was poor positioning from me as well. -6 at this point. There's absolute carnage from the other team. They played very well. Coming up to Ivy. See, we're trying to sort of reverse collapse on them, but they've just got so much assistance. My face is covered up, but the look on my face there was just pure disappointment. I'm trying very hard against this team. Managed to get one guy, so he was out of position there, so that shows how good a collapse is for either team. Nah, I should have backed off here. This was ego. It was 2v1 and I knew it. And they just pushed me because I'm weak. And as I've said over and over again on the channel, if you're ahead, you want a trade because it closes the game out. They're 18 points ahead, man. Like, this guy could just throw himself at me, and as long as I die, it doesn't matter. We're not going to catch up. So they were playing the game well there. That was a very smart decision. It doesn't matter that he died. It really doesn't. You can see that they're just collapsing on us now. We're all in tyres, and that's the end of the game. So, a really quick game, a 12-minute review for this one. But, and I'm saying in the chat, they're good players. So, what I want to say from this is that when you're playing at a higher level, the gameplay is much quicker. Comms are much better. The awareness of the spawns from every player is much better. And also the way that players cover each other is much better. Players are pushing, but they're pushing together. The aggression is focused and controlled. And if you're a player who's wanting to push Onyx and you're in Diamond right now, or if you're top-end Diamond like I am on that verge of Onyx, these are the things that help you to rank up. And I know this was a HCS Open game where, you know, we get very high caliber players, but it doesn't matter what level you're playing at. You know, this doesn't happen in silver, in gold. It doesn't really happen in platinum. When you get to Diamond, you start to get a taste of this. And it's when you're moving around the map, and you can look at all my other videos too. It is not just where you're pushing, but it's where you're pushing in relation to your teammates. And that is the difference between a high Diamond and a high Onyx. And I hope this video showed you that. So this is just one of the HCS videos I've got. I hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy going through these. It's just high-level gameplay, even if it's me getting smashed. It's something that I like to show on the channel because, you know, the only way you're going to get better is by playing against players that are better than you so you can understand what they're doing that you're not. So, you know, modesty is always the key. Humility is always the key. I ain't the best player. I've never said I am. I'm playing against very good players so I can make better content for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. More to come. Keeping loads coming this week. It's been Vanadam. See you in the next one, guys.